If you're a basketball player, but just a recreational golfer like Caitlin is, the delusional fan base that follows her disrespects the LPGA golfers by thinking she can go into this tournament and do anything.
Caitlin Clark joining an LPGA golf tournament was exactly what she needed this offseason. From the moment she stepped onto the green, the golf world was stunned by the sheer magnitude of the Caitlin Clark effect. The buzz around her appearance didn't just turn heads. It highlighted what real appreciation looks like in women's sports. The biggest names in golf couldn't believe the level of attention she brought to the tournament, and they made sure to show her the respect she truly deserves, something the WNBA should take note of. This story is just getting started. Here's how Caitlin Clark left the golf world in awe and made everyone rethink what true recognition should look like. Nelly Korda, one of the top women golfers in the world, knew exactly how to welcome and appreciate Caitlin Clark, standing in stark contrast to the cold, jealousy-driven response from certain WNBA players struggling to accept the attention Caitlin was receiving. Korda made it clear that Caitlin's presence wasn't just tolerated, it was celebrated. She took the time to make Caitlin feel like part of the event and demonstrated the kind of support every athlete deserves. Reflecting on the experience, Korda shared, "She's so sweet, so nice. It was nice to kind of get to spend some time with her."
I honestly just got so triggered by Caitlin Clark's golf debut, and it is no fault of hers that I got upset. It is the fault of the WNBA because the LPGA just did everything that the WNBA should have been doing this season. They did it all correct in literally one day.
We've messaged a little on Instagram beforehand, but to get to spend some time with her and to see the influence that she has on people, bringing people out here, and to see how amazing of an influence she is just for sports was really cool to see firsthand today. Maria Fassi, a talented Mexican golfer, also had nothing but praise for Caitlin Clark. Her reaction was yet another testament to the significance of the Clark effect. Fassi's response was filled with genuine admiration, proving that when women uplift each other, everyone wins. Unlike the jealous WNBA players who struggled to handle Caitlin's rising popularity, Fassi showed the world what true sportsmanship and support should look like. Her admiration made it clear that Caitlin's influence transcends sports boundaries, capturing the attention of seasoned professionals. "I wanted to come say hi and introduce myself. I play out here on tour. I'm Maria. Thank you for being out here. It's very cool what you're doing for sports, kicking ass." The Golf Channel played a major role in amplifying Caitlin Clark's impact, focusing not only on her participation in the LPGA tournament, but also on the potential opportunities this collaboration could create for both Caitlin and the LPGA.
Thanks for coming our way. It just elevates this event in so many ways, and what Caitlin has done, not just on the court, but just in general for women and girls in sport, and such an inspiration and motivation. So, I really look forward to seeing your game tomorrow.
Their coverage was a breath of fresh air, emphasizing how Caitlin's presence could boost the visibility and appeal of women's golf, while also giving her a platform beyond basketball. It was a great example of recognizing and capitalizing on potential, something the WNBA has failed to do. The Golf Channel's take was clear. A partnership between Caitlin Clark and the LPGA could be mutually beneficial, elevating women's sports as a whole. It's been a huge win already for the LPGA in terms of publicity. Now, what the LPGA does with this going forward remains to be seen, but given Clark's love of golf, I think there's an opportunity here for the LPGA to capitalize and maybe make this into more of a partnership that could benefit both sides beyond just this one-off. Beyond the strategic implications, the sheer excitement Caitlin Clark brought to the golf world was undeniable. The Golf Channel continued to highlight her impact, noting how her presence electrified the tournament. The golf community embraced her with open arms, setting an example of how an athlete should be appreciated and celebrated. This level of support stood in stark contrast to the cold reception Caitlin faced from certain figures in the WNBA. The golf world demonstrated what true recognition looks like, something the WNBA could learn from if they want to keep their stars feeling valued and supported. There's definitely a buzz in the air. I think there's a lot of excitement about what's to come. Caitlin Clark is actually speaking as a panelist this afternoon, so for those lucky enough to be in the room, that's exciting. Of course, people can watch and stream online as well. I know players are getting excited about seeing some of Caitlin's action tomorrow during the tournament. When asked how she first got into golf, Caitlin Clark shared a story that was as fascinating as it was heartwarming. She spoke about the unexpected way she started playing and how golf has since become an important part of her life, a story that truly highlights her competitive spirit and love for sports beyond basketball. My dad loved it. My dad played a little bit growing up, and then I remember for one of my birthdays, asked for golf clubs. I got this cute little pink set. It was probably from, who knows, just a store up the street, a cheap pair, but I had them for a while. They were cute, and then eventually I got some nice clubs. I really love it. Rachel Dida, a TV host, also weighed in, explaining what the LPGA did right and how they capitalized on Caitlin's popularity, something the WNBA failed to do. She pointed out that the LPGA recognized Caitlin's star power and leveraged it effectively to promote the tournament, while the WNBA missed a golden opportunity. Dida emphasized that the WNBA could learn a thing or two from how the LPGA embraced Caitlin. This Pro-Am event originally wasn't even going to be televised, but so many fans emailed the organization asking, "How can we watch Caitlin? Can we come to the event? Can you live stream it?" And it ended up being put on television. The excitement surrounding Caitlin Clark's participation was unlike anything the LPGA had seen. The Golf Channel started its coverage 90 minutes earlier than usual just to showcase her performance. Social media was buzzing with live chats, posts, and clips of her time on the course. The contrast between the LPGA's celebration of Caitlin and the WNBA's response was striking. While the golf world saw Caitlin as an asset who could elevate the sport, the WNBA seemed hesitant to embrace her fully, likely out of fear of overshadowing other players. Even some of the biggest names in sports recognized Caitlin's impact. Steph Curry, a basketball superstar known for his love of golf, praised Caitlin's crossover skills and her ability to captivate audiences on both the court and the green. "I saw somebody break down the release time. It's pretty much identical to mine. Her confidence, you can't help but watch when she plays. Where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair, she's a performer. Every building she goes into, there's a different energy. It's great for her, great for women's basketball." Tiger Woods, the legendary golfer, also broke his silence on Caitlin Clark, and what he had to say was shocking. Known for his selective praise, Tiger was genuinely impressed by Caitlin's presence at the tournament. Caitlin Clark didn't get the respect she deserved in the WNBA, and I'm glad to see that she's finally getting it from the LPGA. It's refreshing to witness a community that recognizes her talent and makes her feel truly valued. The recognition Caitlin received from icons like Tiger Woods and Steph Curry speaks volumes about her influence. It was a reminder of what genuine recognition looks like, something the WNBA has failed to provide. Instead of fully embracing Caitlin, the league has let jealousy and internal politics cloud their ability to uplift their brightest star. The LPGA and the golf community, on the other hand, have shown exactly how it should be done, by celebrating greatness rather than stifling it. As we look back on Caitlin Clark's time in the LPGA tournament, it's clear that this moment was about more than just golf. It was about setting an example for how women's sports can thrive when their stars are properly supported. The LPGA demonstrated what is possible when a league embraces its biggest names. Now, the WNBA has a choice: continue their current approach and risk alienating Caitlin and her fanbase, or take a page from the LPGA's playbook and fully embrace her as the game-changing talent she is. If the WNBA doesn't adapt, they risk not only losing Caitlin, but also the momentum she has brought to the sport. The time for action is now. Caitlin Clark deserves nothing less.